The phone rang at 2:13 a.m. Not a polite ring. Not the soft vibration of a wrong number. It screamed into the darkness. I let it ring. Beside me, the bed was cold. My wife had been gone for 3 months, sleeping in a hospital. Chair beside a dying man. Her ex-boyfriend, Preston. The name used to irritate me. Now it felt like a disease. The phone stopped. Then it rang again. I picked up on the 4th call. Silence breathed on the other end. Then her voice, thin, fragile, like glass about to crack. Preston was my true love. No greeting, no explanation. Just a confession dropped into the middle of the night like a body into deep water. My hand tightened around the phone. I said nothing. She continued. I thought he was going to die. I needed to be with him. A pause. Then the part she saved for last. I cheated on you. The words didn't explode. They sank. Slowly, like poison moving through blood. For 3 months I had slept alone in this house. 3 months listening to her excuses, her late-night hospital updates, her trembling voice when she said she was helping a dying man find peace. I believed her. Because I loved her. Because loyalty is a stupid habit. On the phone, she started crying. I stared at the ceiling, counting the cracks in the plaster. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, she whispered. But apologies are meaningless when the truth arrives 3 months too late. I finally spoke. Is Preston dead? Silence. Then she said quietly, Yes. I closed my eyes. Interesting, because the moment she told me, something inside me died too. The morning after the confession, the house felt unfamiliar, like I was walking through someone else's life. Her coffee mug still sat beside the sink. Lipstick on the rim, a quiet reminder that betrayal doesn't announce itself with fireworks. It hides in ordinary objects. I replayed the last 3 months in my mind. Her overnight hospital stays. The sudden tenderness in her voice whenever she spoke about Preston. He's scared, she would say. He has no one. And I believed her. I even visited once. Preston lying in bed. Pale, weak, dying. My wife holding his hand. The way she looked at him. I should have known then. Love has a signature. And that wasn't sympathy. That was devotion. The kind she used to give me. The kind she stopped giving months ago. After the phone call, she sent a long message. Paragraphs of regret. Confessions. Memories. She said she had been emotionally confused. She said Preston had been her past. But the real knife was buried near the end. He was the love of my life. Not me. Him. I didn't reply. Instead, I opened my laptop. Because emotions are loud, but facts are quiet. And quiet things reveal the truth. I started with small things. Phone records. 3 months of calls. Her number appeared beside Preston's. Every night. Sometimes for hours. Hospital visiting hours ended at 8 p.m. But their calls continued past midnight. Interesting. Then the bank statements. Hotel charges near the hospital. Multiple nights. Not hospital bills. Hotel suites. I leaned back in my chair, breathing slowly. Pain is easier to handle when it arrives with evidence. I hired a private investigator 2 days later. A quiet man. Efficient. He didn't ask questions. He simply returned a week later with a folder. Inside were photographs. My wife entering a hotel with Preston, holding his arm, kissing him in the parking garage. Not exactly the behavior of a woman comforting a dying friend. I studied the timestamps. 2 months ago. 1 month ago. 2 weeks ago. The final photo was taken 3 days before Preston died. They were on a balcony. Wine glasses. Candlelight. She looked happy. Healthier than I'd seen her in years. Strange, because according to her story, she had been mourning a dying man, but the pictures showed something else entirely. 2 lovers, reunited. My chest tightened. Not from grief, from clarity. That night she called again. I need to see you, she said. Her voice sounded weaker. Ill. I'm sick, she whispered. I don't have much time. Funny how truth arrives when death starts knocking. I agreed to meet. Not because I cared. Because I wanted to watch the final performance. She looked smaller when she arrived. Thinner. Eyes hollow. Cancer, she said. Stage 4. The irony almost made me laugh. She sat across from me at the kitchen table. I never stopped loving you, she said softly. I slid the folder across the table. She hesitated before opening it. The first photograph broke her. Her shoulders collapsed. By the third photo, she was crying. "You were spying on me," she whispered. "No," I said calmly. "I was confirming what you already confessed." Her hands trembled. "I loved him once," she said, "but he was dying. I wanted to give him comfort." I tapped the final photograph. The balcony. The wine. The kiss. That doesn't look like comfort. Her face drained of color. Silence filled the room. Then she said something desperate. Something pathetic. "He's gone now. We can fix this." I studied her carefully. 3 months nursing another man, calling him the love of her life. And now she wanted to come back. Humans are incredible creatures. Their greed has no ceiling. The next day was Thanksgiving. My daughter-in-law called. Her voice sharp. Annoyed. "If you want to join dinner, come wash the dishes." I smiled. "Enjoy your holiday." Then I hung up, because I was already somewhere else. 2 weeks earlier, I had finalized the purchase. A villa in Switzerland, lakefront, glass walls, snow-capped mountains reflected in still water. Peaceful, clean, far away from parasites. I posted a single photograph online, the view from the terrace, champagne on the table, a caption with just 3 words, "Starting over today." My phone exploded. Calls, messages, voicemails, 71 missed calls. My daughter-in-law, my son, my wife. "Apparently wealth makes families suddenly remember your existence." My wife left the longest message, crying, begging. "I'm dying. Please don't leave me alone." I deleted it, then blocked the number, because revenge doesn't require shouting. It requires absence. Switzerland is quiet in the morning. The lake doesn't rush. The mountains don't argue. They simply exist, unbothered, unapologetic. I sit on the terrace every morning now, coffee in hand, watching the fog lift off the water. Sometimes I think about her, about Preston, about the night she confessed her true love. But the memories feel distant, like watching someone else's tragedy. People think revenge is loud, explosive, violent. They're wrong. The most devastating revenge is indifference. No anger, no forgiveness, just disappearance. She chose a dying man. I chose a new life. And the difference between those choices is that mine will outlive them both,